Hey folks, here we are again out walking. We're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to go straight down 51st Street for a while, maybe 5 miles, turn back and walk back. Instead of just, we're just going to try a straight shot walk, see how that goes, see what we can see. It'll be more of an industrial area. 51st isn't a crazy busy street. I think it's got sidewalk most of the way, so there's that. So we're going to try that, and I'll turn it around for you here. See where we're going. We're going away from the river today. Uphill, of course. Guido's here. I just saw him like it. I know that's you, Guido. Say hi. Say hi to everybody, Guido. It's always Guido first in the chat, and always with the first like. Maybe not this time. Maybe Guido's actually busy with something. That'd be different. So we're walking. We're heading up. Right now we're heading to Skelly, but we're going to go across the interstate to where it turns into 51st Street. And we are going to walk east on 51st Street, probably 5 miles, maybe 4. I haven't decided yet. 4 or 5 miles. We'll see. Until then, enjoy the scenery. I'll talk you through some of the things we see on the way. Right now you're seeing my shadow pretty vividly. Pretty intense sun at my back. Not a cloud in the sky. It's about, I'd say 81 degrees. Right at 80 degrees, we'll say. A little bit of a breeze, not much. Just a nice night to go walking. So we're going to do a lot of it. We might walk 10 miles tonight. 8 or 10, I haven't decided, but definitely at least 8. We're going to go down 51st Street, starting at Lewis, which is right up there at the bridge is Lewis Street. And we're either going to go to Memorial or Mingo. I haven't decided. If you want to get out Tulsa Maps and see how far it is between Lewis and Memorial, you'll see that that's 4 miles. And if you go on to Mingo, it's another mile. It'd be 5 miles one way, 10 miles for the round trip. So we'll see how it works out. On the way, we got a quick trip up there. We're gonna stop and get a lovely beverage. The places we'll be walking through tonight will be more commercial businesses, not hardly any residential areas. It'll be mostly businesses. So we'll have lots of opportunities to stop and get lovely beverages, which is always nice. 15 folks watching right now. Come on in and say hi. Love to see where you're from, where you're watching from tonight. Say hi back. I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up or just say hi in the chat so I can see that you're watching. It's more fun when we can chat, folks. Much more fun when there's chat. Right now we're going up a hell of a hill. Next to the SCS building here. I'm not sure what's in there, but some kind of little business plaza. It says the Cushenberry Agency. So either lawyers or realtors. Maybe insurance. Maybe it's insurance company. Hi, Paige Huon. Thanks for joining my channel. Thanks for saying hi. You're my #1 viewer right now. Look at that. You get a crown. #1 in the chat. You get a crown. A bit lag. It'll get better. Signal's not the best right here, but it'll get better. It will get better. Hang in there with me. Signal strength will improve as we get to the top of the hill. Hello, Psychic Dashton, the Vampire Slayer. Welcome back. Good to see you. Right now we're just trying to get across the street here, get over to the Quick Trip, grab a beverage and start walking down 51st away from the sun. And we're gonna do that for a while, folks. We're straight shotting it down one road today. A little different. Here we go. Get across the highway here. Not the highway, get across Skelly. Get in, loser, we're going shopping. Okay. Get in. What are we shopping for today? This is the I-44 bridge, if you couldn't tell. We've been here a number of times, but this is the bridge for Lewis Avenue over I-44. Major businesses, major thoroughways. Goodness gracious, major thoroughfare for the United States. Northeast to southwest. And there it is. And there it is too. Interstate 44, not a sponsor. We're going shopping for Barbies. Okay. I have no idea what that's about, but okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Here's I-44. Whoa! Blast my eyes with the damn sun. Yeah, it's a bright sun today. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a single cloud in the sky today. Hello, R-Form. Let me help? What do you need to help with? R-Form. I don't think I need help. I'm just walking, but thanks. R-Form here. Hi, R-Form. Todd here. Nice to meet you. I'm going to try to get across this street. Wait. It said wait. I don't think I have to because the last couple of cars are coming and this is a one-way. So we can just kind of start creeping out and start walking. This guy's wanting to turn right, but he'll wait on me. I subbed. Thank you so much. Yes, I am in America, Paige. This is Tulsa, Oklahoma. Welcome to beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wait. Now we're going to try to get across Lewis here. Thank you for subbing, R-Form. I appreciate that. Wait. Got to wait for all this traffic. Wait. This traffic light is very insistent that I wait. 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 I was going to jaywalk a little bit, but the traffic's too heavy. I'm trying to get over there to the Quick Trip and get us a lovely beverage. There we go. Except this guy turning right, I can sneak out. We can go halfway at least. So there's no traffic. Right here anyway. And nope, there's people coming here. We can only go halfway till we get that signal. Because they're going to hit me. Now they do have a red light. My luck, I'd get halfway and they'd get a green light. Wait. It's very insistent, isn't it? Wait. There we go. Now we got the little white man on the sign telling me to walk. And we're on our way to the Quick Trip. Tell you what, today I'll film in the Quick Trip, but I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to film my journey to get a lovely beverage, so you can enjoy the quick, and you can see how quick the Quick Trip really is, and how I get in and out of this place so fast. It's crazy. It's dark in your area. Oh, it's going to be dark here about another hour and a half. It's about 6:30 here. Gets dark about 8. I'm going to keep the camera rolling. I'm not going to say anything. But you guys enjoy the sights of the Quick Trip here at 51st and Lewis. Quick Trip. Enjoy. Hello. Hello, just that. Easy, easy.
142. Hello. Hello.
All good, thanks. That's a quick trip for you, super quick, every time. Go in and grab your drink. We got a lovely Electrolyte Zero strawberry banana. Not a sponsor, folks. Oh, it's so good when it's cold. That banana taste just comes through there. A little bit of strawberry on the edge. Delicious, lovely beverage from your local Quick Trip. Not a sponsor. This guy just wants to get in my way. Why he's driving so close to the curb for? It's really weird. Okay. Now, we've gone this way before, but we haven't gone as far as we're going to go. We've gone down to Harvard and turned around before, but today we're going to go on past Harvard, and we're going to go to Yale, and then we're going to go to Sheridan, and then we'll be at Memorial. And if we go another mile, we'll be at Mingo. It's going to be a trip, folks. You never saw the banana strawberry one before I like the customer. Yeah, there you go. Folks bailing out of the liquor store here. So we walk up yet another hill right here beside the Park Hills Warehouse Liquors and Wine, right next to your Heights at Midtown apartment complex. We walked through there and explored a little bit before. Wasn't much to see, really. Enjoy the amenities. 24-hour emergency maintenance. Yeah, you know that's bullshit. They never show up. Yeah, they got someplace you can call and leave a message 24 hours. If your pipe breaks at 3 in the morning, you're just going to get wet for a while. They ain't kind of run right over. Oh, nice view from here, from the top of the hill. We're pretty high up after climbing all that hillage. And we're going to get to go down one here in a minute, which is always nice. There's always this one ice cream truck that comes at like 10 a.m. There you go. I haven't seen an ice cream truck for a long time around here. It kind of gone away. We used to have Mr. Softy, but that's been a while. All right, Atlanta Avenue. Gonna cross over here. Got the green light. As long as nobody's turning right, and they're not, we're good to go. Forgot the name of the ice cream truck. Yeah. The only one I can recall is Mr. Softy. Look at these folks who've got their Halloween decorations out already. Isn't Halloween in October? Isn't that like over a month away? Oh well, what do I know? Get the Halloween stuff out early, I guess. Not gonna hurt anything. I said there wasn't gonna be much residential, and that's gonna be about the extent of it right there, folks. The rest of it's gonna be businesses for a long time. You think yours was Mr. Softy too? Could have been. Certainly could have been. Here's Atlanta Place, which place being, it means it's not a through street. At least not for very long. 51st has a little traffic. It's not so bad as some of the other streets we've walked around, but I just want a sidewalk today. I think we'll walk down we're going to walk east down the south side of the road, and we'll come back west on the north side of the road whenever we get to wherever we're going. So I'm pretty sure there's sidewalks on both sides. And if there's not sidewalks, we just cut into the neighborhood and go to the first side street. You don't celebrate Halloween much, yeah. I don't either. I don't do much for Halloween, I just work. Just do the work. Oh, and here we come up to Birmingham Place. It's very British sounding, Birmingham. 51st in Birmingham. And the 5100 block, no surprise there. No surprise there, South Birmingham Place. 5100 block, which means that's probably 5101 South Birmingham Place. If you're scoring at home, probably, I don't know, it could be 5102, it could be 5100, I don't know. There seems to be an empty lot here, so maybe it's like 5104. Or maybe it's 5107, yeah. Could be the odd side of the street. I can never remember which side of the street's the odd number and which side's the even number. It seems to change randomly. Doesn't seem to be any pattern to it. And we're coming up on Columbia Avenue as we continue to walk east on 51st Street South. Beautiful Southwest Tulsa. One more house, there won't be many more. My device is breaking up, oh no. It's breaking up, it's abandoned ship. Woo woo, red alert. Yes, Columbia Avenue. It's got a speed hump, so you can't go too fast. I smell something barbecuing. Somebody's cooking meat on an outside flame. Smells like burgers. Sound port is probably breaking, or say, yeah, there you go. Something's not working correctly. That is a lovely beverage. Really hits the spot when it's warm outside. And coming up on the Christ Presbyterian Church. Looks like a lovely place. And they share a yard with these houses over here. That's interesting. Not fenced off. You'll see that very often. And a couple of folks approaching me, walking their dog. Always exciting. I'm sure the dog will be very interested in me, as they always are. Always want to sniff me and shit. And I just really don't want to interact with their dog at all. But that's usually how these things go. That's usually how these things go. Christ Presbyterian Church, folks, not a sponsor. It says the entrance up there. Hey, hey. Very excited. He was trying to get to my legs, but they held him back. Nice little playground there for the kids. Some slides and swings and climby things. Columbia Place, naturally, next to Columbia Avenue. Some apartments buildings down in there. I remember we walked through there before. We got some guys landscaping up here at the Rich and Cart Mill. Rich and Cart Mill. That sounds like a law firm. They're out here cutting the hedges. There's their truck or a landscaping company. And it's for lease. Maybe it's not Rich and Cart Mill. Maybe they moved out because the building's for lease. Call Patrick Coates if you're interested in leasing this fine property. I'm smelling the grass and it's making my nose itch already. Increasing the bugs. Here's a big old piece of branch just laying in the sidewalk. Yeah, we're edging now. We're edging. And that guy's trimming with his hedge trimmer attachment. Moving on, we got the MIA building. It's missing in action, folks. The MIA building. If you were looking for a building that's missing in action, I found it. It's right here in Southwest Tulsa at the corner of 51st and Delaware. The MIA building. Got the GOP headquarters in there. Also ETL Plus and the Effective Teaching Learning Institute, which I think ETL is probably Effective Teaching Learning Plus. Here at the MIA building. Also for lease, call Monty Berry. If you'd like to lease some space in the MIA building, you should call Monty Berry with the Equitas Realty Advisors, LLC. Give him a call, give him a shout out. Monty Berry, the guy with 2 first names. And right next door, you got the Interim Healthcare in the Interim building. Doesn't look very open. There's nobody here. Well, there are some cars parked back there. Maybe they're working. Interim Healthcare, folks. Not a sponsor. Since we don't need any healthcare, we're just going to move on. Oh, we got Kate Chiropractic. Business hours, 7:30 to 6:30. Yeah, they're out of there. It's also a smoke-free building, no soliciting. In case of emergency, call 918. There's no phone number. In case of emergency, call 918. That'll work. And right next door, I got the Brittany Square Office Park. And behind it, the Brittany Square Luxury Apartments. Luxury apartments, folks. Pure luxury here at the Brittany Square. Makes you wonder, doesn't it, what they consider luxury apartments. And next door to the Brittany Square, you've got the La Quinta Inn by Wyndham. La Quinta. For the best night's sleep of your life, just come to La Quinta and spend about $85. La Quinta, it probably means something, but I don't know what it is. Nobody chatting. I guess I'm that boring. I can understand. There's just not much to see out here. It's going to be a bland walk today, folks. Got lots of great signal, though. I'm sure I'm coming in clear. I got 5 bars of 5G plus right here. I bet my signal's strong. I bet my audio's good. It's just the content that's not so great. And here next to the La Quinta, I got the Secure Care Self-Storage. For all your self-storage needs, you go back in the back there and you get a passcode and you can go into the gate and store your stuff or check on your stuff or add more stuff. It's the Secure Care Self-Storage. Storage like a king, folks. I got the little crown there. Secure, so there's a big old U-Haul back here unloading some stuff. Or loading some stuff, one or the other. And here's one of my favorite sites on the 51st Street walk, the Church in Tulsa meeting place. That's literally the name. Church in Tulsa. Church in Tulsa, folks. Meeting place. Private property, no soliciting. Wow. Can't believe they call it that. Church in Tulsa. That's sad, really. Got to come up with a better name, guys. Never going to get a congregation like that. Church in Tulsa. And here is a draining ditch. Big old drainage ditch, sewer system. Not sewer, this is a rainwater runoff. A little bit of water in there. It's been raining. This week we got quite a bit of rain. Here's another Goldwyn.com property, the Heatherwood Apartments. It's a 55 plus community, which means I would qualify, but I bet they're expensive. They look nice. There's a pool nearby because I can smell it. Every time I come this way, I smell a pool right here. Maybe it's inside there, I don't know. That's the Heatherwood Apartments, a Goldwyn company, a Goldwyn property. Not a sponsor, folks. 55 plus only. Looks nice enough. They look like lovely little apartments. And right next door, you got the Edgewood Veterinary Clinic, or hospital rather. The Edgewood Veterinary Hospital. Good care for your doggies and kitties. Oh my gosh, Kaik Silva says, mew, ooh, 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 ooh. Coming up on the Industrial Center, guys. The strip mall from hell. It's Mardell and the Hobby Lobby. You know them, you love them, you've got them in your town. Hobby Lobby for all your knickknacks, craft projects. And right next door, the same company, Mardell, for all your Christian books needs. The Christian bookstore. That's right, folks, they're closed on Sundays. They're one of those places. Books and Bibles, says right on the outside. Books, Bibles, gifts, apparel. And at the Hobby Lobby, we got crafts, floral, home decor, seasonal, art supplies, and frames. Go get all your Halloween goodies, craft projects there at the Hobby Lobby. Right here in Southwest Tulsa on 51st Street. Near the corner of 51st and Harvard. See, everything in Tulsa is like by the main intersection. This Hobby Lobby is at 51st and Harvard. That apartment complex we just passed is at 51st and Harvard. Doesn't matter that it's actually at 51st and Delaware. Everything's the major streets that there's closest to. Gets a little confusing. Mew, woo. And coming up is the Long John Silver's. Used to be the Long John Silver's / A&W. Now it's just Long John Silver's, and they covered up the A&W part. And my favorite thing ever, on the side of the restaurant, it says, yes, we are open. There's no one in the drive-thru right now. I can smell the fish cooking, though. But nobody in the drive-thru tonight at the Long John Silver's. I love that on the side of the building. Yes, we are open. When your restaurant needs to put a sign up that says, yes, we are open, that's telling me business isn't very good. Oh, there goes somebody about to make a poor choice for the evening. I think I'll go get some greasy fish. Yeah, it's a guy's walking in. See if it gets in. Yep, door's open. You can go in too. There's people actually eating in there. Okay. Long John Silver's, folks, not a sponsor. Mew, ooh, woo. Oh, coming up on our first mile today, guys. First mile almost completed. Probably been walking a little more than a mile because of the first little jaunt we had to get to Lewis. Was a little bit, but we're just counting mile markers today. And Harvard Avenue up here is going to be our first mile. Question is, how many miles are we going to walk down 51st Street? Hi, Guido. Yes, you are late. I thought you were in 30 seconds, but it wasn't you. How dare you, Guido? How dare you, sir? And hi, Brandon. Hello. I got to switch to all messages. There we go. Guido, how could you do this to me, sir? After all we've been through. You show up 30 minutes into my stream. I can't believe it. You are forgiven, sir. I've been telling folks today we're walking down 51st Street. And we're just going to walk down 51st Street for a while. 4 or 5 miles, I haven't decided. And we're going to turn around and walk back. So it's going to be either an 8-mile walk or a 10-mile walk today. We'll see which one we feel like. When we get to that 4-mile point, we'll decide if I want to go another one. Because every mile I go this way equals another mile back. If I turned around right here, it'd be a 2-mile walk. That's just not enough, man. Besides, I got things to show you. This is going to be the commercial business walk tonight. So we explore some of the fine commercial businesses down here in the Southwest District of Tulsa. This will be the Southern Hills area. I think we're in the Southern Hills District. I'm gonna guess. Definitely not Brookside anymore. This is probably Southern Hills. You guys could tell me on a map. 51st and Harvard, what's the subdivision? I think it's Southern Hills. All right, coming up on the intersection. Across the street, we got Papa John's over there. It's pretty decent fast food pizza, if you're into that sort of thing. Then next door is the Sushi Train. I don't want to think about what that means. Sushi Train. We can jaywalk halfway, yeah. There's nobody coming. They're coming from over there, but they're not going to catch me. They almost caught me. He wasn't mad. He wasn't happy about me being in that intersection. This one we better wait. These folks could go at any time. We don't know. Hi, Red Feather. Welcome to the channel. Look, we got the little white guy. We can walk. And I've got the hand really fast, too. Which means I better scoot. Sushi Train, right next to the Chili's. If you like some good chicken tenders, that's your Chili's. Some hot sauces, man. I had a customer that worked there for a long time. Will bring me these bags of sauces for free, and for me to cook with, like mango habanero, and man, it's just too hot. Can't do anything with them. Hi there, Janzorexia. Did I pronounce that right? Janzorexia? Sushi Train, yeah, sounds. I was thinking the same thing, Red. Sushi Train sounds a little sus. We're gonna pull a sushi train on her. Yeah, okay. Hi, Janzorexia. I bet nobody says your name correct, do they, Janzorexia? But see, unlike most channels, I can read. When I see letters, I can put them together in a combination, actually sound them out. Up yours. There you go. I'm shy. Can I sit in the corner? That's a great username. Up yours. You're formerly invited to sit in the corner and be shy. That's no problem. Up yours. I love it. Down there we got a chiropractic clinic. The Sibley Chiropractic Clinic next door to Lenny's. That's a little club. A little bar, if you will. And I will. Hold on a second. I got a terribly annoying itch. And the only way I can get to it is with my shoulder that's hurting. So we're going to find a telephone pole to rub up on like a bear over here. And scratch my back. Here's one. So we just walk up to this thing, turn around, and give it a little rub. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's the way to do it. See, I got some shoulder arthritis going on my left shoulder, and it's limiting my range of motion quite a bit. So when I get a little itch on my left side of my back, yeah, it's just shoulder arthritis, I think. I need to go to my doctor. I need to get a checkup and check that, because my range of motion is very limited. And I got some pain in the left shoulder and can't really lift my arm over my head. Might need a shoulder replacement. That'll be fun. Nothing in particular, no injury that I can think of. It just, getting old. Probably got a little arthritis in there. We'll see. We'll see what the doc says. We all get old. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Getting close to that 60. Things start breaking down on you. Oh, I'm not doing my job here. Urban Adventure Park, that's one of those places you can go in and climb on walls and shit. It's really fun. Here's a cigar place, the Tobacco Pouch. It's an interesting name for a cigar place. Of course, you got the Starbucks. Everybody's got Starbucks everywhere. Crop Happy's back there in the back. Some good old Cajun cooking. They got a crawfish etouffee. It's really good. I'm a big fan of etouffees. Chicken etouffee, crawfish etouffee. Can't beat it. Brisket etouffee. Most people don't make that. You can make it with brisket too. It's like gumbo, but thicker. You have a similar issue, just sleeping wrong. See, you're 60 up yours. There you go. You know what I'm talking about. Dollar Tree back there, next to the Thrive Urgent Care. And you got the Bodean Seafood Restaurant here, which I think is also a market, or it's attached to a market. Yeah, there's a seafood market over here. Bodean Seafood Market, and they've got their own restaurant. Some pretty good, for Oklahoma, it's pretty good fresh fish and shrimp and crab and stuff like that. that's not too bad off. I mean, it's like not like the imitation stuff, but it's also we're in Oklahoma, so you're not going to get the right out of the sea stuff. Live and learn. Yep, sure enough. The shoulder arthritis is affecting my sleep quite a bit. So apparently I roll over a lot, and when I roll over onto that shoulder, it just hurts. It hurts. I got to try to sleep on my right side. Which is better. And you know, you're not supposed to sleep on your left side. You're not supposed to roll up on your left side. It's bad for your heart. You're supposed to sleep on your right side or flat. And next to the Bodean Seafood Market, here you've got the Top That, which I'm going to think is probably a haircut place, maybe? No, it's pizza. Top That Pizza. House of unlimited toppings. Pizza, pasta, and subs, folks. Pie Light pizzas for your healthy lifestyle. There you go. One person in there, and I think that's an employee. Welcome to Tulsa. There's not a lot of business going on there. There's a few more businesses back there. There's a salon. Way back in there is another part of the strip mall. I can't really see what it is, but something. Oh, Abundant Light Center. There you go. Abundant Light Center. And the Body Sculpting Center. Michael's Salon was the one right there, I think. One Main Financial. You can do your 401ks and shit here. Got Bally Nails and Spa. Pedicures. I thought sleeping on your left side was good for your heart. I was told you're not supposed to do that. I don't know. Check me out. Google that shit. Double check me. This is no place to get medical information, folks. This is a walking stream. This is a peaceful walking stream. We're walking through parking lots to show you some businesses. AAA Insurance, the Zellner Agency, Elegance Beauty Store. I got soaps and shampoos. Got Check and Go, Check Cashing Place, and H&R Block. We'll do your taxes for you. All right here in one convenient little strip mall. Get some bed restraints so you cannot sleep on that side. There you go. Strap yourself in, huh? Make sure you stay flat on your back. Yeah, I mean, I'll get it checked out. We'll see what's going on the shoulder. It's not terribly severe pain, but it's growing worse. I do need to get it checked out. We could go down there, walk on a residential street. We could keep showing you the fine businesses here in Southwest Tulsa. I think we'll do the latter. Across the street there, you see the Southern Hills Dental Care. I think I was right about Southern Hills. I think I win. And there's an Apple Barrel Cafe. Never been in there. They feature breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they are open. Over here, it's just boring shit. There's a medical center and a chiropractor and a law office. Nothing you want to see there. Across the street, El Patron. A little Mexican restaurant. Supposed to be really bougie and highbrow. And Husky Chiropractic over here. Always got to be a chiropractor. They seem to be on every street corner. Rotator cuff? I don't think so. I think it's just shoulder arthritis. I really do. Because it's a range of motion problem, and it only hurts like when I reach with the arm or try to lift it over my head. Reaching around my back hurts like hell. It's range of motion stuff, which would more likely be shoulder arthritis. But even considering my age, getting close to 60, it's probably arthritis. Very fixable. Very fixable. Maybe we can do a shoulder replacement. They say those are glorious. They say you hurt like hell for a week, but after that, it's just glorious, like just having a new shoulder. So apparently it's healthier to sleep on your left instead of right side for the ones who have to for pains. I'll be damned. Okay? I was told not to sleep on my left side. It's hard on the heart. It's stressful on your heart. That's what I was told, but the person that told me probably didn't know what they were talking about. Gotta watch out for those scooters. Guys smoking on scooters. Yeah. Smell a stinky cigarette. We missed Summit Homes. I'm sure we're all excited about that, and the mortgage link. Right up here we got, across the street there's a Center for Dermatology. I'm sure they do great work with pimples and zits and stuff. And here you got Accurate Environmental Laboratory and Training Center. It's like a compounding pharmacy learning place, I guess. Brandon says, doesn't really matter what side you sleep on. Left side sleep is better for people with acid reflux. But getting enough sleep is the most important thing. There you go. Red Feather said, I misread that and thought you said penis. Well, penis. There you go. I remember when I was in graduate school at the University of Kansas, the band guys played a game they called the penis game. First person just had to say penis, and the next person had to say it louder, and so on and so forth, until, couldn't say any louder. I think somebody finally won the ultimate penis game by saying it over the loudspeaker at Jayhawk Stadium, with the reverberation and everything, loudly into the microphone. Yes, up yours, we are in the USA. Laboratory and Training Center. Lots of parking here too. It tells me they do big crowds and stuff. Probably train medical professionals and people that wind up working in Walgreens and stuff. CVS. They train pharmacists, I would suspect. Across the street, something's getting built. I can't tell what, but there's no picture of what it's going to be yet. We're at Oswego, 51st and Oswego, folks. We've gone about a mile and a half down 51st Street. Here we've got the Century 21 First Choice Realty. Got another little medical professional building and lawyers, Dreyer and Associates, True Title and Escrow, Property Management. And then you got a chiropractor, of course, 2 PhDs in therapeutic arts. All here in the 4100 Center. Smell something cooking again. Maybe someone over in this apartment complex, the Avery Park Apartments, is grilling outside. Sure smells like it. All at the same time. Oh my gosh, that's just Google. Oh well. And of course, next door we got the CPAs. Oh, there's a guy in the window over there looking at something. Working late, apparently. Here you got the CPA firm of Briscoe, Burke, and Grigsby, LLP. I'll handle all your accounting needs. This looks like a nice place to live. The, what was it, Avery Park Apartments. Looks nice. It's a nicer neighborhood. I bet things are about $1,200 there for a single. I'm guessing they're about $1,200. Looks like a nice place to live. Nice access to 51st. Get right out of there. There's plenty of places to go eat, shop. Close to my work. And speaking of compound pharmacies, here's another one. The Next Gen RX Compounding Pharmacy. It says dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can. Get it? Cats can, huh? That thing down the road, hey. I was told that you had suffered a nervous breakdown and had been committed to an insane asylum. Surprised you're already out? It's amazing how fast the turnaround is. Because of course that was true. I did see that on Vaughn's stream today. Shannon stirring up some shit. Stirring up rumors about me again. I saw that. But in actual fact, I have not been committed to a mental institution. I'm sorry to tell everyone. I'm just fine, kicking and walking today. Got his day. Yeah, I got my day pass. That's what it is. They let me out for good behavior. Or sane behavior, I guess it would be. They let me out for sane behavior. And Brandon says you hurt a little longer than a week with total joint replacement. There you go. Yeah, they did some kind of nerve stent as I was researching it. Put some kind of nerve clamp in there that really helps while you're in the hospital like 2 days. Once you get recovering, it definitely feels better. Yeah. I would like my full range of motion back, please. Especially at work. I'm having a real hard time pulling things off the shelf with only one arm all the time. But I suspect shoulder replacement is better than a knee replacement, yeah. Body weight, yeah. Knee replacement is rough. My knees are good. As you can see, I'm walking 10 miles a day, 12 miles a day. You can't really just take off on a 10-mile walk if your knees suck. And my knees are great. I've been very lucky. My right lower leg sucks because I broke it. I shattered both bones in my ankle, and I've got pins and rods in there, and I got a staph infection after the surgery, so that was fun. So it sucks, but it's been holding up okay. How many days do you think Sharpie will remain alive? I don't think Sharpie's alive now. People forget that Vaughn actually said himself for days, if not weeks, that Sharpie is dead. Remember when he was telling everybody Sharpie's dead, you son of a bitch? Sharpie's dead, you stupid trolls. You killed Sharpie. Doesn't anybody remember that? Now all of a sudden Sharpie's alive and he's going to get him? No. Charity and Brian are luring him back for the sheriff to have a little chat with him. That's the actual reality. I tried to tell Vaughn. I tried to think on him. Didn't work. He don't believe me. But I'm telling you, they're trying to get him back there so the sheriff can serve him with some kind of papers. That's the story I believe. I can't prove it, but that makes more sense to me. YouTube prison? Yeah. Vaughn said someone shot Sharpie. No, that was Bubba. That was Bubby. Or no, Sissy was the one shot. Excuse me. Sissy was the one shot coming right out of the barn and was left for dead, and he left outside. Bubby is the one that they took to the pound. That was the other hellhound. And Sharpie was the last surviving inside dog. I'm lost for time. Yeah, I don't blame you up yours. I'd be lost too. And here we got a fire station, safe place. Uh-oh. You know, people talk about safe spaces here on YouTube. We found one. It's a safe place. It's fire station number 23. And the fine men and women serving our city with distinction. Tulsa Fire Station 23, folks, not a sponsor. Speaking of not a sponsor, here's Genesis Auto Insurance. Liability as low as $35 a month, I assume. I've got to call my insurance and Progressive and tell them, hey, my car's paid off. I need to drop to liability only. But, I've been thinking about keeping full coverage. Because why not? Too long, didn't read. Up yours, Vaughn is a weirdo from Kentucky that hates Todd. There you go. That's really all you need to know. Hey, here you go. Coming up on Big Whiskey's American Restaurant and Bar. Something I've never gone into. Big Whiskey's. It's a restaurant and bar, folks. And in the back there's Simple Simon's Pizza. It's supposed to be pretty good. And you got another storage place back here. It's climate-controlled self-storage. Across the street, the Delta Cafe, you can see went out of business. They're all boarded up. Didn't do very well here. Turkey and dressing daily, not anymore. And Red Feather, you're going to want to pay attention here. Hey, hi Todd the Lawbreaker. Hi Random Life Stuff. Red Feather, can you see yet what's coming up on the across the street there? Red Feather, if you're still here, yeah, there you go. Ever going to do a clubbing stream? One of those weekends? Maybe. They don't like us videoing in there, really. But look across the street. It's the Red Lobster. When you're here, your family. Breadsticks in the chat for Red Lobster, folks. Breadsticks in the chat. Breadsticks in the chat for Red Lobster. Fresh fish and live lobster. Breadsticks in the chat, folks. Come on, breadsticks in the chat. You know you can do it. Breadsticks in the chat. Where's Mud Duck? Breadsticks in the chat. Come on, work with me here, Red. Come on. Red Lobster serves breads. No, wait, they sell Cheddar Bay biscuits. Forget it. Biscuits in the chat, folks. Cheddar Bay biscuits in the chat. There you go. Cheddar Bay biscuits, yeah. We must say it's the Arvest Bank. Who cares? It's a bank. And then you got the Taco Bell there. If diarrhea is something you enjoy, highly recommend grabbing a $7 Supreme Lux box. Not a sponsor. If you enjoy diarrhea, may I recommend Taco Bell to you. As we continue to walk, we're at 51st and Vandalia Avenue. Vandalia. That's a bush, isn't it? A Vandalia bush? Oh well. Across the street, you got another liquor store, the Red Sky Liquor and Wine. all your fine imbibements. Box wine, you know. If you happen to like box wine, Carrie, if you like box wine, you can pick some up there at the Red Sky. And I got the pediatric urgent care over here is open at 7:10 at night. That's impressive. Pediatric urgent, we hope they never have any business at all. And across the street, the fine Brahms with the bag of burgers for $6.70. It's 5 hamburgers for $6.70, folks. Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Store, not a sponsor. We're coming up fast on our next mile street, which is Yale Avenue. Yale Avenue here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Coming up on 51st and Yale. There used to be a Goldie's over there. I think Goldie's is what became that Cajun place that went out of business. Dutch Brothers. Got the coffee place on the corner there and the Take 5 car wash over there. And an office building here. It's rather large. 51st and Yale, folks. Here we are. We've gone 2 miles from Lewis now. So we're minimum 4-mile walk now. And we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep on going. Across Yale and see what kind of trouble we can cause up here. Yeah, we're definitely coming back on the other side though. There's a sidewalk over there too. It'll be easy. Up, you can see in the distance yet, there's a golf course up here to my right. I think it's a little par 3 course, 9 holes. It's all lit up so you can play to midnight something. It's interesting thing in the middle of the town here. Shrimp and scallops. Never liked lobster. I prefer crab. There you go, Brandon. Red Lobsters are all closing around me. I thought they went out of business or something. Didn't they go out of business? Pretty sure I heard that. That one was going strong. There were people in there eating. All right, we've hit the button. We're waiting for our walk signal. We're hanging out here at 51st and Yale. Got the Arby's roast beef up there. They got the meats. Arby's, we got the meats. You like calamari, Red? That's squid, right? It's squid. Calamari is squid, octopus, whatever. One of those tentacle animals. Waiting for the turn sign, or not turn sign, the walk sign. Waiting for the little white guy walking on the street. Calamari is not bad, but I only like it fried. Yeah. Apparently you have to cook it just right, or it's really chewy and icky. I think that's the problem I see all the time. Is it's either undercooked or overcooked, and it gets really chewy. And nobody wants to eat chewy squid or something. There we go. Look at the little white guy telling me to walk. So we're gonna. And the red flashing hand comes up immediately. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Run? I can't make it across that fast. I'm not Barry Allen here. Not the Flash. I'm just a walking. Okay, here we go. There's a nice little. We'll go down to this little sidewalk down here. It looks nicer to walk on. It's probably part of the park. This is the golf course park /park. You can get on your Google Earth and go to 51st and Yale in Tulsa and tell me. I think it's Memorial Park, maybe. Tulsa Memorial, the school is up there. But this is a little lit up 9-hole par 3 golf course. People play. I see people out here 2 a.m. playing golf. It's crazy. Maybe it's an all-night thing. They're out there just hitting balls. You know. Racist and sexist walking signs. Only white guys allowed. Absolutely. Racist and sexist, folks. We're missing some stuff across the street. Got the Nutrition King, custom nails over there, health insurance enrollment, Bleacher Bums Sport Bar. Shelter Insurance, not a sponsor. Got the Vogue Tulsa Smoke Shop and Dapper Grooming. Dapper Grooming. Got an Indonesian bistro in there. That's interesting. Rendang and Company. Indonesian bistro. Wonder what they serve. Probably Indonesian food. I have no idea what that would be. All seafood needs to be cooked correctly. That's the fact. That is the fact. Oh, and up ahead looks like they're putting in a Freddy's steak burgers. So I always find steak burgers to be a hilarious term. It's just meat, man. Steak burgers. Some folks golfing on a Friday evening. And they could be at their local football game. Speaking of local football games, Memorial's up there. They might be having a home game today. We might see a lot of traffic. Been almost going an hour, folks. And ruined if overcooked, absolutely. I want somebody to explain to me what the difference is a steak burger versus a hamburger. They're both just ground beef, right? What's the deal with steak burgers? It's not steak on a bun, I know that. Unless it's a super thin cut steak or something. But I don't think so. Yeah, definitely a par 3 course. They play it from the tips. Definitely a par 3 course. Might be 18 holes. It's a bunch of holes. I don't know. Guess they're extra thick burgers. Well, no, they're not. Not that I've had Freddy's forever, but I think they're actually thinner than most regular steak burgers or regular hamburgers. I don't know. I don't get it. It's whatever. That guy left it short, quite short. He's on the upslope there. Didn't make it to the green. Here's another hole. See the blue tees back here. Got to go up over the little creek there, and got a couple of bunkers guarding the green. Got to hit a good shot here. Right in the center. Leave your drivers at home, folks. In fact, leave all your, just bring your 6, 7, 8, 9 and wedge in your putter. That's about all you need. Yeah, a cut of meat. Yeah, that's what makes it a steak burger. It's a different cut of meat. That's it. We'll go with that. You got probably got the ladies' tees usually up here, red tees. I don't see any, but they got it cut up here so you can put some tees in there. It's whatever. Interesting little golf course. It's the cut of meat. Traditional hamburger meat is ground chuck. Steak burger is ground from premium steak cuts. There you go. There you go. Brandon with the MVP and the answers. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're coming up on Darlington, which only goes one way because obviously the golf course would be cut in half. But there is a creek here. Probably Darlington Creek. What do you think? Cutting through the golf course, giving you some water balls. Yeah, it's a healthy creek. Of course, it's been raining all week. So. Well, in mini golf, there you go. Golf and video games, there you go. Oh, we're getting ready to tee off. Here we go. Let's see, hole 6, 108 yards today. Looks like he's got a 8-iron. Gonna try to bring it in high and settle soft on the green. Here he goes. And it's up, and it's... Oh, bite. I think he's gone long. I think he's gone long, folks. Gonna get to see this foursome hit their ball, see where they end up on this little hole 6. See what happens. I think that first guy went long. No, he's short. He's right there. He's quite short. This guy comes up and pops it. And I don't see his ball. I see two guys short. Oh, there's his red ball. He's short and on the left. One more guy with a chance to get it on the green. These guys are quite short. Red ball over here is a little short, left of the green. Our fourth hitter. I didn't see it. Maybe he hadn't hit yet. Did he hit yet? I don't know. We're going to miss it. It's okay. We're going on. Oh, I see. This is a trail. It says 0.75 miles, 4D machining. Okay. Well, we're going to go back down here on the sidewalk on the road because the goal today was just to walk down 51st Street. And if we go that way, we're not walking on 51st Street anymore. Across the street, you can see the YMCA, the Tandy family YMCA. Lots of good stuff to do there. Brandon says from his short time helping the butchers at the market you used to work for. There you go. Nature trail to hell? I don't know. I don't know where it goes, but I don't want to go that way. I know I want to go this way. The objective tonight was to stay straight and true down 51st Street. Either 4 miles or 5 miles, maybe 6 miles. I hadn't decided yet. We might do 6 miles one direction and make it a 12-mile walk today. What do you think? Sound like fun? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All I know is I'm walking. All I know is I'm walking east on 51st Street. And I'm going to continue walking until I feel like turning around, and I'll be halfway there. That's my plan. We've been streaming now for 1 hour and 3 minutes. So that should mean we're pretty close to 3 miles. Theoretically, Harvard was 1 mile, Yale was 2 miles, and we're coming up on Sheridan, which is going to be 3 miles. But we did have a little section there before we got to Lewis Street. So it's going to be a little off, but not bad. Sheridan up here will be my 3 mile mark. Should make for a 6 mile total walk. Yep, and I was right. The Memorial High School is right up here. This is La Fortune Park. There you go. You can see the sign right there, Memorial High School. It lives up there. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about you and me. I'm walking. Please come back to me. I think. Walking. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about you and me. And let's see, we got the LaFortune Park Case Tennis Center down there. I got the Buddy LaFortune Community Center and the Herman and Kate Kaiser Library. All down there. But we're not going down there on Hudson Avenue. We're going to keep going straight on 51st Street. See what we can see. It's more residential area for a little bit here. Wasn't expecting. Thought this would be all businesses. Not quite all. Crosswalk's dinging at me. It's beeping. Wait. It's very important that I wait. In case this person wants to turn right. I'd be really glad I waited. There we go. We got the little walking white guy again. That guy's so cool. I wish I had a car so cool. Like that guy. That would be awesome. It thinks you're blind. Yeah, there you go. Got the little bird whistle going. All right, continuing our walk down 51st Street. I can see Sheridan pretty far in the distance there. It's the traffic light way up there. That'll be 3 miles down 51. Oh, gotta admit, I'm getting a little tired. Had a long day at work today. But we'll just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep on walking. It thinks you're blind. Yeah, it usually does. Oh, look. 5726 in. What is this? Oh, gosh, they've got quite a little garden in here. Quite a little garden there. I wonder what this place is. Is this somebody's house? Wow, that's kind of bizarre. I guess it's somebody's house. Wow. And 5726 out. There you go. Yeah, looks like somebody's house. Bunch of people in it. You demand sunset. See, sunset's back there. No. Sunset's behind it. We're walking away. We're walking east. We're walking into the dark. There will be no sunset pictures. But it's Friday fun day. It's Friday fun day. Yeah, you can see a little of the purple on this way. See? The red dirt in the air. It penetrates our sky here. Something crazy. Hey, here we are at 51st in Irvington. Today, small knickknack items, $1 garage sale. Small knickknack items, sale today. Yard sale Friday and Saturday, 7 to 4. Somewhere down there. We're way late for that. It's almost 7:30. We ain't got much. We don't have much light left, folks. Go get you a knick-knack paddywhack. I got plenty, thank you. My knick-knack paddywhack collection is the envy of all Oklahoma. It's the envy of all who see it. Oh, folks, we're walking. We're breathing. Apparently, I make a lot of breathing noise on my stream. Apparently, I'm huffing and puffing, man. Having a hard time. You can tell, right? That's why I do this every day. Because I have such a hard time walking. I just like to torture myself. So I'm so old and decrepit that I figure, I'll go out here and exhaust myself every day just for your entertainment. Because that seems like a fun thing to do. It's an interesting feature in this brick wall up here I want to show you. And across the street, they're completely knocking that one down, looks like. So on this side, you can see kind of the inner structure that someone's knocked away, chipped away at, which I find very interesting. And there's a fence behind the brick wall. It's also funny. Oh well. There you go. Your breathing has gotten better over the weeks. There you go. See? Now you can't say that. Obviously, I struggle with walking. I mean, it's just obvious. I'm out of shape so bad. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. I don't want to contradict anyone. Obviously, I have a hard time walking a few miles because, breathing heavy. Can't help it that the asylum only lets you out after. I know, it's what I've been saying. It's not my fault, guys. They keep me in the damn asylum until like 6 o'clock. I can't get out here and walk. I mean, God. Still walking down 51st East. We just passed Joplin. 51st and Joplin Drive. A big old church up here on the left. It's the Metro Pentecostal. They're all in there jumping pews, man. Speaking in tongues, all that stuff. Raising hands and jumping pews. Those Pentecostals. Here at 51st and, this would be seen, everything now is 51st and Sheridan. Doesn't matter what the real cross street is. Everything here is 51st and Sheridan because Tulsa, that's just the way we do things. It has to be described by the nearest major intersection. No matter how far away it is, up to a half mile in any direction, it's still 51st and Sheridan. It's bizarre. It's just a Tulsa thing. Maybe other cities do that too, and I never noticed. Yeah, traffic sucks here, but what are you gonna do? I do have to pee. I think there's a convenience store or something up here at 51st and Sheridan. We can stop and use the facilities. I'm pretty sure there's one. I'm not gonna video that. So just get it out of your head right now. We're not gonna get to see Todd pee. I'm not Vaughn. I'm not gonna drop trowel right in somebody's front yard. It's not happening. Definitely walking back on the other side of the street. You're gonna miss that because, it's already almost dark and I'm already down to 55% battery, so I'm not gonna be able to stream with you all the way back. I'm gonna check my mileage real quick. Yeah, it said I've walked about 3.5 miles at this point, so I think we did about a half a mile before we got to Lewis. So that's gonna tag 1 mile under whatever our trip is. That's good to know. I live about a half a mile from the south side of Lewis and 51st from my place. It's good to know. So we just tack on that 1 mile to. So if we turned around up here at Sheridan, I'd do 7 miles tonight. If we go on up to Memorial, I'm gonna do 9 miles tonight. That's probably gonna be the plan. I don't think I wanna do 11 miles. And yes, there is a quick trip up here, which is fantastic. Might run into some of your family at some point. It's possible. I don't run into many people at all, actually. Like I'm always talking about, it's just quiet as hell out here. We got a quick trip, so I'm gonna use the restroom and I'm gonna get a fresh beverage. So I'm almost out of my Electrolyte Zero. I'm gonna get a nice cold one, because that's what we do on these walks. Nothing like a cold drink. I make myself have to pee on the way back. That seems like a smart thing to do, right? But yeah, we're definitely gonna walk to Memorial. And that'll make a 9 mile for the night. That'll work just fine. Another compounding pharmacy. This time it's the Apothecary Shoppy compound pharmacy. They got the shop spelled like the Old English, S-H-O-P-P-E, Shoppy. There was a guy who got arrested for hitting a cow with 2 small porcelain figures. It was a knick-knack paddywhack. Get it? Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, knick-knack paddywhack. It'd be funnier if it was a girl named Patty and she got hit with a couple of porcelain figures. It was a knick-knack paddywhack. See? Or if somebody, for some reason, threw it at somebody's hamburger. And that was a knick-knack paddywhack. Funny joke, I'm trying to improve here. Across the street, we got Papa Murphy's, Crappy Pizza, and you got Burger Street, Crappy Burgers. Got a Walgreens pharmacy over there. That's my pharmacy, but not that one. Mine's at 71st and Lewis. And over here, we got the Quick Trip. It's about every other block. There's a Quick Trip. We're going to use their facilities. Yeah, Pentecostal, jumping up and down and holding rattlesnakes. That's right. They're the ones that like the additional passages at the end of Mark. It talks about true believers can hold venomous snakes or handle venomous snakes and shit. Did you know that wasn't in the original Mark? That was added after. Not many people know. You learn shit like that in seminary. Everything after Mark 14 is a forgery. Wasn't in the original document. We know this how? Because the Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff don't have it. Definitely added after. Or is it Mark 16? Mark 16 is about as far as it goes. I can't remember for sure. I don't talk about that stuff anymore, so it starts to fade from your mind. Pretty sure it's Mark 16 is the end of Mark. But then at the end of the Great Commission, there's more shit added after. This is boring. I'm gonna head in a Quick Trip. I'll be right back with you folks. All right, folks, we're back. We're back and heading out. Psychic Dashton's had a lot to say. We got never had to read the Bible to see the blind. Didn't know existed, so I didn't have to believe in some I didn't know was real. Yep. Got the orange version this time. The orange QT Premium Hydration Electrolyte Beverage. We'll try the orange tonight. Oh, and it's good. It's got a nice orange flavor to it. It's cold. It's nice. We're getting back to 51st and Sheridan. We're going to head east. At least one more mile. I think probably one more mile will do it for me. That'll make a 9-mile walk tonight. And I'll stick with you as we're going east. Another 20 minutes or so. Should take about 20 minutes to cover this last mile. And we'll see what we have to look at up here. If we ever get a light. Psychic Dashton, you still hang around at Shanny's chats? Are you still talking to Shanny? I find her just extremely boring anymore. We're going halfway. We're going all the way. There's a car coming, but it's way down there. We're good. We're good, folks. We're jaywalking, but I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky. They say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care if I do get the mean and stony stare. That's Rodgers and Hammerstein, I think. Here we got the Bank of America, folks. It's the Bank of America. America's Bank, not a sponsor. And right next to it, the UPS store. I'm surprised those still exist. They got a notary in there, though. That's cool. Across the street, yet another liquor store, Deep Discount Liquor. If you want your boxed wine at a deep discount, Carrie, the Deep Discount Liquor at 51st and Sheridan is your choice for cheap box wine, Franzia, and all the major brands. Carrie, come on down to the Deep Discount Liquor, folks. Not a sponsor. Rev has gone completely insane. He's talking about doing Chatterbait as a femboy. Cool. And across the street, got the CBD Glassworks Smoke Shop. You can get your fine CBD smokables down there. Right next to the Little Caesars. Probably the worst pizza on the planet. But it's, hey man, it's fast and it's cheap. It is what it is, right? Got a little nail salon there and a donut place in the corner. Can't beat it. And it would seem, you got the Caprone Veterinary Hospital, but that would seem to be the end of the business district, and we're going to get into some residential areas. TJ is the one that likes box wine now, okay. I thought he was more of a hard liquor guy, but what do I know? We're going to stick with you another mile here, folks, as the Corvette makes noise by me. I'm going to stick with you for another mile. Get you up to 71st and Memorial, which is the, 51st and Memorial, which is there. Hey, there's an AutoZone at 51st and Memorial. We could drop in and say hi. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm the CSM from 527. Good to see you. I'm just out walking. Well, we'll stick with you the last mile here. It's going to be a little dark, but oh well. Thanks for all you guys for hanging out and chatting with me. I do appreciate it. It makes the walk go better. I'm not going to have the battery power to chat with you on the way back. I'm already down to like 40%. And I need to save enough so I can listen to tunes, or I will go nuts. If I just have to walk out here with nothing to listen to, I will lose my ever-loving freaking mind. But it felt like doing a real long walk tonight. I don't know why. I just did. I just felt like walking 9 miles. I don't know why. Maybe just to get away from it all. Talk to some folks online. Something to do, you know. No worries. Was going to go say hey at Widow's son. It was his birthday the other day. Oh, sure. You can open multiple tabs. It's okay. Go say hi to Mr. Whithausen. Mr. Woodowson was another unfortunate survivor of the Underhaven scandal. Unfortunately, I think he had Underhaven on his show quite a bit. Was on his panel quite a bit. For all those people that think, it was just incredibly obvious before the Google Drive stuff that Underhaven was a predator, now you got a lot of people to cast aspersions at because a bunch of us were friendly with him and really didn't know what was up. We knew Will Kincaid made a lot of allegations, but that was pretty much all it was coming from. So you got to consider the source sometimes. Yeah, he did. He disavowed all that too. Just, he's with Hooves. Well, if he hadn't disavowed it, Hooves wouldn't be around him. That's for darn sure. Hooves gave me a lot of grief about it early on. Mostly because of what other people were saying. They're saying I defended Underhaven. I did no such thing. They like to point to the fact that I was on Will Kincaid's panel when he was going through that evidence. I never once said I didn't believe him. I never once disagreed with anything. I basically nodded my head and listened politely. And that was that. And I made up my own mind. And in my mind, Kibble just wasn't a reliable source. At all. At all. She had a lot of problems with her story. What happened with me and TGR? Frank came in. Frank basically confronted me in my Discord about the Slayer video that said I was covering for Smokey Saint, for a pedophile, because I kicked somebody out of one of my walking streams. And Frank asked me about it. And I said, well, no, what I did was kick somebody for coming in and trying to start shit. It was a night that Slayer was sniping me. It was obviously somebody from Slayer's community or side chat or whatever came in saying, hey, do you know this Smokey St. James guy is a pedophile? And I said, man, just go. I don't want to hear that disgusting shit. If you're going to say that, go, you're blocked. And apparently me doing that is me saying I support Smokey Saint, which I don't. I don't know any of the details of that case. I don't support pedophiles. I don't support children being hurt in any way. But, Frank came in and made a stink about it. And I showed him the video. I linked him to my video and a timestamp where it happened. And then I didn't hear anything from him again. And I went to a TGR stream and I've been demodded. Yeah, I haven't interacted with Smokey Saint probably for 3 years. And that was just because he was around Will Kincaid. And I was just civil with him. I didn't really know anything about him. I think he's an arrogant asshole. I don't like the guy. But anyway, that's what happened with TGR. Because I kicked somebody out of my side chat for coming in and trying to start shit about, hey, did you know so-and-so's a pedophile? I don't want to talk about that on my channel. I want to just have a relaxing walk and have fun with people. Chat. So that's what happened with TGR. And unfortunately, it wasn't really TGR. It was just Frank. But at the time, it came across as, TGR takes my mods away. I go in there and say hi, and basically get the cold shoulder. So I'm just like, okay, fuck TGR. So that's where we are now. No, it's okay for asking. I probably should address it publicly, but all this drama shit, I'm tired of it. I don't know why there has to be drama because I kicked somebody out of my chat. It doesn't make me a supporter of the person they were talking about. It makes me I don't want to talk about that on my channel. That's what it makes me. That's it. So no problem at all asking. I'm happy to say what happened. But that's what happened. And unfortunately, I wound up kicking Nerdy out of my Discord because of it, because she's in a relationship with Billy, and that's TGR. And I thought at the time TGR was pretty much all against me, or whatever. Against me is a stupid way to put it, but I thought TGR was giving me the cold shoulder over it, and they were believing Slayer. So it's whatever, You bring up drama stuff. It's fine. It's fine to ask about it. It's not like you came in here and say, hey, I heard you're you support pedophiles. Yeah, that's not how you presented it. You asked me what happened, and that's just fine. And then I can choose to address it or not address it for however long I feel like doing it, and that's that. So don't worry about it, Red. It's absolutely fine. The people I have problems with are the ones who come in here intending to start shit, and that was that guy that night. And honestly, at this point, it's whatever. I'm just going to do my walking streams and do my thing, and if they want to talk about me, fine. I'm not going to respond to it anymore. I'm tired of it. There's no point in responding to it. I was disappointed Jules came in my Discord after that. After I cut ties with TGR, she came in and said I'm being a huge crybaby for real. I'm like, oh, that's your opinion, and you're welcome to it. I think crybaby's a little dramatic. I don't like people running around, saying I do things like that. I'm not a big fan of people doing videos saying I support pedophiles, because I don't. The other point of contention was that I let Lovesick Low in my Discord. And I did, because I wanted to talk to her and get her side of the story. I go back with Lowe pretty far, back when she was living with Will Kincaid. So we've talked over the years. And I said, basically asked her, what's going on with you and Smokey Saint? Do you know what this guy's been accused of? And she explained the story to me and why she feels like she feels, and I'm fine with that. But at the same time, once we talked it out, I told her, I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be able to have you in my Discord because, it's a bad look, considering all the stuff. And she was like, I completely understand. I'm used to it. If you want to talk, we can talk on DMs. That's fine. But I understand why you don't want to be around me or Smokey Saint. And she was fine with it. So that's the end of that. But that also turned into a huge deal. Why are you supporting Mrs. Smokey Saint? Yeah, they're having a child together. Apparently going to get married. But I'm not privy to all the details. I don't hang around that community. Haven't for years. She started going by Mrs. Smokey Saint, and that's how I was alerted to it in the first place. And I just asked her what's going on. And I asked her, are you aware that the person you're with is being accused of this and is on this registry? And she explained it all to me. And I'm not going to go into it publicly with what she explained to me because that's none of my business. Kind of like I said on my stream to that person that came in. I said, even if those allegations are true, how is it any of your business? He's a stranger on the internet. And people are like, oh my God, well, I don't want him being around me. He's not around you. It's the internet. He's a person chatting in a chat, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I don't know who any of them are. You shouldn't. There's no reason to. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, why am I getting blamed because that person was in my chat? Why is that my response? Why does that make me a supporter of pedophilia, which they can't even demonstrate that he ever did anything? And if you want to get real down to earth on this thing, he's not charged with being a pedophile. He was charged with sending illicit images to someone that was 13 at the time. That ain't pedophilia, folks. Pedophilia is messing with prepubescent children. I'm sorry, but that's the definition of the word. And I hate to make that a talking point, but if you're going to call somebody a pedophile, at least know what the word means. But that's a whole nother subject. It's always a lose-lose whenever you bring that up. Oh, do you think it's okay if it's a young teen? No, I don't. I don't think it's okay if it's a young teen. I just don't think it's pedophilia. It's not what the word means. There's other words for that. So that's a lot longer than I wanted to talk about that. Seems to just be you and me at this point anyway. And yeah, it's still creepy. And, it goes back to the 1914 thing. I didn't say that in the context of I think it's okay for 14-year-olds to be fucking people. I don't think 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds should be having sex with anybody. I don't think that. I think it's better if they wait. But I have other opinions about the way the laws are constructed and things that can get a person that's 19 years old or 18 years old in trouble for the rest of their life. You know, I just have some opinions about that. That doesn't mean I support 14 and 15-year-olds having sex with older guys. I don't. Yeah, there are definitions for a reason. And then there's, you know, in these communities, things get spun so quickly, out of control. And, you know, videos are played and clips are played and screenshots are shown and things are taken completely out of context. When I said I have 19 and 14 isn't a problem to me personally, it was in the context of people showing their bits to each other on the internet. That's it. Because that happens, folks. I'm sorry, it does happen. 14-year-olds are out there getting on the internet, lying about their age, showing their junk. Sorry, but they do. That's on their parents. Do I think they should? No. But I think they do. And I'm not going to get all in a tizzy about it every time it happens, because I think it's every bit as much on the 14-year-old as it is on the 19-year-old. So there you go. There you have it. Yeah, they wildly misrepresented what I said. Wildly. But again, that's probably as much as I want to talk about it tonight. I'm getting more into a commercial area again. We got a Sinclair station over here. It's getting quite dark out. But if you can see the intersection way up ahead, that is Memorial. And that's where we're going to turn around, folks. That's where we're going to turn around. 51st and Memorial. We're going to do a 9-mile walk tonight. Across the street, there's the cobblestone apartment homes. Those look really nice. That looks like an upscale adventure. Got some fences to keep people out, you know. A little nicer place to live. Yeah, now kids are being charged with CP because of sending pics. Exactly. If they're certain ages, they can get charged with this distribution of child porn. Just for, you know, showing a boob or something. Which, come on, guys. I know in my day we used to go behind the fence and pull our shirts up. But it's kind of the same thing, honestly. People get so bent out of shape over shit. It's like, you know, kids are kids. Kids are going to do kids things. They're curious about stuff, especially when you're talking about you getting into that 14, 15, 16-year range. They're curious about stuff. They're little horn dogs, and they're going to do things. Do I think they should? No. Are they going to? Yes. Do I think other people should have their lives ruined over what happens when they're teenagers? No, I don't. Now, if you got some 40-year-old creeping on teenage kids, that's a totally different scenario that I would never support. But like you said, it gets spun so out of control and so misinterpreted and lied about. And there's just no defending yourself from it. It's impossible to defend yourself from anything. Once people have the wrong idea about what you think or what you said, it's over. All lit up. Yeah, here we are getting close to, this is all 51st and Memorial now, by the way. Doesn't matter where we really are. This is 51st Memorial. Huge strip mall over there. Got the Aikens Natural Foods, little grocery store down there. Lenny's Grill and Subs. Kraken Seafood, Killer Seafood. Got the Dollar General over here. There's always a Dollar General or a Dollar Tree or something around. There's a neat little pool hall in there too I wanted to check out. I do like to play pool. I used to be really good at it, but I used to bartend in a pool hall, so had a lot of time to practice. Yeah, I don't understand why it became public, and it is whatever. Like I said, for whatever reason it happened, I can't get out of it. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible for me to defend myself. And people keep saying, well, you ought to go confront them. You ought to go talk to them. It makes it worse. In every possible scenario, it just makes things worse. Better just to move on and find different places to be, honestly. But even that, you know, that turns into an admission of guilt because you won't talk about it. Now you're guilty because you're running away and hiding. We have so many Dollar Generals. We do too. It's Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar. And they tend to put them right next to each other, which I think Absolutely bizarre. Hey, look over there in the distance. AutoZone, 51st and Memorial. Store 560 for the fine folks down there at Store 560. 49 South Memorial. One of my favorite stores to go pick up stuff at because it's the closest one to my store. My drivers are down here all the time picking up something not in my store. And over here, we got the green girls. Boo. Boo. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Boo. Boo hiss. Boo. Damn, guys, it's 2 minutes to 8. We've been on a long time. Coming up on an hour 40. Been out here a while today. Vasa Fitness. Got the racquetball, cardio, and spa. Come on in. Come on in. I'll wait for you. Basketball, kid care. Got free kid care in there. It's a hell of a fitness center, gym, Vasa. I think you can even take showers in there. I'm not sure. Oh, down to 38%. I'm gonna turn around up here on Memorial, and we're gonna call it a night for the live broadcast because I'm starting to get low on battery power, and I definitely want to have enough for the 4.5 mile walk back. Yeah, Riley's. Yeah, fuck them. I worked for them for 1 year. It was one of the worst years of my life. I had a tweaker boss that was absolutely on meth or crack or something. Fast talker, close talker. You know, kind of guys that get right up in your face. Hey, what are you doing? Crack pipe. This looks like it used to be a Walgreens and is now dead on the corner here. Or CVS or something like that. The sign is gone. I think that was a CVS sign, actually. Walgreens is across the street, so yeah, obviously it wasn't them. I think this was a CVS. It's dead. Nothing going in there, man. All right, and we got the Szechuan Express Chinese food right across the street. It's open. It's open, folks. We're going to turn it around, and we're going to walk all the way back down 51st, going west, retracing our steps. Yeah, that O'Reilly's jingles. Goddamn brainworm, isn't it? I don't like it. It's too successful. We're gonna hit the, I don't, yeah I do. I was gonna say I don't have a crosswalk signal, but I do. There we go. I see it over there. Oh, I just got it. And this lady's sitting here, right in the crosswalk, not looking at me at all. She could have stepped on the gas right there and run right into me. Wasn't looking at me at all. That was not cool. Aiken's Natural Food, which is way the hell down there. Magoo's Sports Bar, that's the pool hall. I want to check out sometime. And we are now on the other side of 51st, heading back west, folks. It's been fun. I do appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys being here and keeping me company for the last couple hours. I'm going to sign off now, and we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, have fun. Bye-bye.